Have you ever played or heard about an all-out Civil War zombie game where you have to fight hundreds of zombies with your team of more than 100 players? No, I don't think you have, I don't think so, because we're talking about a pretty unique premise here, something that actually hasn't been done before. Well, we can't say that for the zombie genre, but put this into a Civil War game taking place in 1862 and now you have got something awesome in your hands. Welcome to War of Rights Risen, a brand new massive update released for War of Rights, which at its core is a beautiful, realistic hardcore FPS where every move counts and teamwork is absolutely essential. This game, even though it released years ago, is still growing by the day, and this new update marks the beginning of something new with War of Rights, with a bright future ahead in my opinion. Mix intense action, proximity voice chat, and a bit of racism here and there in the chat, and this is what is War of Rights at its core. This game has one of the most loyal community that I've ever seen. Even though I don't play that often, I can still recognize some people in there every time that I hop in. The game's newest update is some of the best it had in a long time. It includes a revamped look with the autumn season coming in, more character customization, but also the unexpected zombie mode that completely changes the experience. Now it's not player versus player but PvE, where a ton of zombies have took over the map. In this limited time 100 player event, the Risen Dead of Antietam, Confederate and Union soldiers must band together to confront relentless hordes of over 400 Risen Dead in a cooperative and adrenaline pumping experience, it is said, which is massive for this kind of game. 400 zombies. Teamwork is not merely encouraged, it is the key to your survival in this mode, because otherwise you're just completely done. As you face wave after wave, you'll definitely need to rely on each other's unique skills and strength to endure this massacre. The core objective in this mode is to hold successive key points strategically, and you have to roam the map to get to the next point, fending off the approaching zombie onslaught. And one thing that is crucial is your team's ability to work in harmony, as these points represent the last line of defense against the undead, and each move made by a player will change what happens next. It's like we all need to focus on different zombies at once if we want to win. Exclusive for this event is also the introduction of the Torchbearer class, which adds a unique dynamic to the mode, and in lieu of the Flagbearer class, the Torchbearer is armed with a signal torch, in addition to serving as a remote spawn point, which is the only active one during a zombie wave. The Torchbearer is the literal guiding light of the team, crucial for spotting the incoming zombies and preventing them from overwhelming the position. The undead range from fast and relentless to slow but overwhelming in numbers. The whole team needs to adapt and strategize accordingly here, because every zombie is in absolute danger. Now this game doesn't only just have zombies and some PvP here and there, its new updates and its upcoming updates are massive each and every time, and they always have so many gameplay features and new customization and new environmental features and so on, and they really plan on updating it even more in the future with tons of content, including the upcoming addition of horses to War of Rights, which is coming soon. And what better way to enliven a boring stress test than in a way that promises both valuable data and a fun experience. This game has such a bright future. War of Rights first started as just a small Kickstarter project made by some friends who were looking to make a realistic Civil War FPS. And now, thanks to the support of an extremely loyal community, it became much more than just a simple Civil War game. If you take a look at the game's most recent updates, each are filled with new content, like the new Conquest game mode being officially released, which adds some really cool features and completely changed the game, brand new parts and locations of different maps being now open for war, a huge customization system where you can change your character's outfit all the way to the face with different hair, beard, mustache, eye color, its hat, and its overall class, which is just so cool to see, and actually surprising that we have this kind of customization and updates in a Civil War game. Not only that, but they also recently released the ability to play 300 player matches, which, as you can see from the gameplay on screen, this is just an all-out war scenario, and it's pretty special to witness. You've got officers commanding armies of 100 people people and everyone following orders and shooting at the same time. It's a great realistic experience and almost everyone is communicating to each other, but if you don't want to, they'll never force you. Now please do not come into this game thinking it's some kind of Battlefield / Call of Duty experience. Even then, it's not even close to a squad / Hell Let Loose experience, which are games that are more realistic than Battlefield and Call of Duty. War of Rights is a very slow game in which you have to stay with your company in order to survive and win the match. Going alone and leaving your team will drop the morale of the team, and sometimes there will even be a countdown appearing on your screen telling you to go back to your partners. War of Rights is slow, realistic, and yes, we could also call this game a reloading simulator because, as it was in the real Civil War, it takes time to reload your weapon.
Hairballs.
But
I get it.